The first time Javier kissed me, he tasted like tequila and bad decisions. We were in his truck, parked behind the warehouse where we both worked night shifts, and he just told me about his ex-wife serving him divorce papers. I was supposed to be comforting him. Instead, his hand was on my thigh and his mouth was on mine, and every rational thought I'd ever had was dissolving like sugar in rain. "This doesn't mean anything," he said when he pulled away, his breathing ragged. I need to feel something other than this pain. You get it, right?" I should have said no. Should have pushed him away, protected my heart, been the bigger person. But I've been half in love with Javier since the day he'd shown me how to operate the forklift, his body pressed against my back, his breath warm on my neck. So instead I said, "Yeah, I get it." That became our pattern. Late nights in his truck, his hands desperate and searching, his mouth hot against my skin. Afterward, he'd always say the same thing. "We're just experimenting, man. Figuring some stuff out. It doesn't mean anything." And every time, I died a little more. 3 months of this. 3 months of being his secret, his experiment, his way of feeling something. 3 months of falling deeper in love with a man who refused to see what was right in front of him. Tonight was different, though. Tonight, something in me finally snapped. We'd just finished our shift. Javier had been watching me all night. I could feel his eyes tracking me across the warehouse floor, could sense the tension building between us like a storm. When we got to his truck, he didn't even wait for me to close the door before he was on me, kissing me like he was starving. "Damn," he groaned against my mouth. "I've been thinking about this all day." "Yeah." I tried to keep my voice steady, tried not to let him hear how much those words meant to me. "Yeah." His hands were already working at my belt. "Get in the back." We'd never gone this far before. Always hands. Always mouths. Always stopping before it became something we couldn't take back. But tonight, Javier was past caring about lines and boundaries. He needed more, and God helped me. So did I. In the cramped back seat of his truck, we shed clothes with fumbling urgency. When he pushed me down onto my back, his eyes were wild, almost desperate. "Tell me you want this," he demanded. "I want this. I want you. I want everything. We're just experimenting, right? Just trying something new." There was again his safety net, his escape clause, the words that let him pretend this was just curiosity, just exploration, just anything but what it really was. But I was tired of pretending. "No," I said. He froze. "What?" "No, we're not just experimenting. We haven't been for a long time." "Man, don't do this." "Don't do what?" "Tell you the truth? Javier, we've been hooking up for 3 months. You text me at 2 in the morning. You drive by my apartment to check on me. You buy my coffee the way I like it without asking. This is an experiment. This is a relationship you're too scared to name." His jaw clenched. "You don't know what you're talking about. Then prove me wrong. Walk away right now. Tell me this means nothing and leave." We stared at each other in the dim light, filtering through the windows. I could see the war happening behind his eyes. Fear and desire, denial and truth. Everything he wanted fighting, everything he'd been taught to be. "I can't," he finally whispered. "Can't walk away or can't admit what this is?" "Both. Neither. Damn, I don't know." He ran a hand through his hair, and for the first time since I'd known him, he looked lost. Vulnerable. Real. "All I know is that I think about you constantly, that I wake up wanting you, that when I'm with you, everything makes sense in a way it never did with my ex-wife, with any woman. But I'm not, I can't be gay," I supplied. "Bi, queer, pick a label, Javier, or don't. I don't care what you call it. I just need you to stop lying to both of us. And if I can't handle that, if this is too much, then this ends. Right here, right now. Because I can't keep being your experiment. I can't keep being the thing you do in the dark and deny in the daylight. I deserve more than that." The silence stretched between us, heavy with everything unsaid. Then, slowly, Javier reached out and cupped my face with both hands. "You're right," he said quietly. "You deserve more. You deserve everything. And I'm a coward for making you feel like less. So, what we doing here? I don't know, but I know I don't want to lose you. And I know that when I'm with you, I feel more myself than I ever have in my entire life. He kissed me softly, almost reverently. Maybe that's enough to start with? Something in my chest cracked open. Maybe. I'm going to mess this up, he warned. I'm going to panic and backtrack, and probably break your heart a dozen times before I figure my life out. Probably. But I want to try. I want to try being honest. With you, with myself. Even if it terrifies me. I pulled him down into another kiss. Then try. What happened next was different from all the times before. Slower. More intentional. When he moved inside me, it wasn't frantic or desperate. It was deliberate. Like he was trying to memorize every moment, every sensation, every sound I made. Look at me, he commanded. And when I did, his eyes were blazing. I see you. I damning see you. Those words undid me. I'd spent 3 months being invisible, being his secret shame, and now he was seeing me. Really seeing me. When he finished, he didn't pull away. He held me close, his heart hammering against mine, his release warm between us, marking us both. We just experimented. I said after a while, unable to help myself, and you bust all over me. He laughed, rough and genuine. Yeah, I did. Then quieter, and I want to do it again. Tomorrow, the day after. Every day you'll let me. What happened to just experimenting? Damn experimenting. He kissed my forehead, my cheeks, my mouth. I'm done pretending. This is real. You're real. And I might not have all the answers yet, but I know I want you in my life. Not as an experiment. As whatever we are, whatever we're becoming. And what are we becoming? He smiled, and it transformed his whole face. Something true. Something worth fighting for. Something that scares the hell out of me and feels right all at once. I traced the line of his jaw, still amazed I was allowed to touch him like this, openly, without shame. I can work with that. Yeah. But Javier, next time you tell someone we're just experimenting, I'm going to punch you in the mouth. He laughed again, pulling me impossibly closer. Fair enough. How about instead, I tell him you're mine? My heart stuttered. Am I? If you want to be. If you'll have me. Even though I'm a mess and I'm still figuring this out, and I'll probably dam up a lot. I'll have you, I said, echoing the words I wanted to say for months. Just stop lying to yourself. Stop hiding what we are. And what are we? I kissed him, slow and deep, putting 3 months of longing into it. We're not an experiment. We never were. No, he agreed, his voice soft with wonder. We're something much better than that. In the cramped back seat of his truck, covered in sweat and each other, we finally stopped pretending. And for the first time since this thing between us started, Javier didn't say it didn't mean anything, because we both knew finally that it meant everything.